And Twisted is such a good map for that.
We are loading into the lower bracket final series of the day, final series to determine the final playoff participant at GCS Winter. It's between Lin and Romantic, and it's a best of 3. And as you said, Lin fears Romantic. It's actually the first match they both play each other in competition. Like, Natty's ladder doesn't count here. Of course, they have faced each other there. But never before have we seen this. So we have no insights about it. Also, a lot of Chinese fans said Romantic can beat Lin. His micro is better. This is a good matchup for him. So, on paper, a lot of people expect Romantic to win here. Which is interesting.
And that would be quite a lower bracket run for Romantic, man. Taking out 1-0, followed up by taking out Lin. That would be crazy. Alright, here we have the bands. TS and
TR.
Yeah.
Last Refuge, good for towers. Can be good for towers if you play it well. There he is! Can he make the miracle real? Can he make Ugri proud? Or will he leave in the group stages for, I think, the very first time? Lin knows how it is to leave this tournament in the group stage, losing against a young and aspiring player, as he did against Foggy 1.5 years ago.
Alright, we go in game, and it is actually Romantic, who is pretty unfortunate with the starting positions because his lab is close to the Orc base. Will this get scouted though? Sometimes Orcs scout for it, but most of the time I would say they don't. So it is fairly unlikely this is going to get punished, but it may. This would of course be very unfortunate for Romantic, should this be the case.
Off we go. Lin, starting in the bottom left, June Park, 30 years old, from South Korea. The last WCA champion in the final against Lawliot. Romantic on the other side, no big title to his chest. A lot of participations in tournaments, but never the big breakthrough. Maybe this time. He is getting better and better and better in tournaments, feeling way more comfortable than he was before. Last time, 4th place. Last time Lin wasn't here with us. It's a Blade Master. Sometime, very, very rarely, we see a surprise Farseer, but not when the stakes are this high. In general, we have Romantic with a 58% win rate against Orc. That's his best matchup, next to the Human Mirror. And Lin on the other side, 61 against Human. That's his second worst matchup. His average win rate is 64%, so below average. And does it mean, Remo, that the numbers don't lie and Romantic is the favorite?
Everything's possibly. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. But certainly the spawning positions aren't favoring him, and the peon has actually scouted this happening. Blade Master gonna run over right away. He also has a fast shop. This was a total gamble by him. Going for the fast shop and the scout, this can be a lot of wasted investment early, but it's not gonna be wasted. And look at this, Romantic has to abandon this camp. He's not level 2.
He's not level 2. Tomb of Intelligence. Here comes the Blade Master with a Scroll of Speed. Boom. First militia down, but only one. Now he closes the base, and he sees, alright, there's a lot of stuff left. He gets the second one. Yes, not giving the last to the creeps. And Romantic, what can he do now? He did get one of the worst items possible, Boots of Kel'Thuzad. This was no Tome of Experience that he found against 1-0, but the Tome of Intelligence, which is not bad, but also not great.
But the big reason why this map is so nice for Human is that you can get level 3 so easy and reliably, but now this is all different. With the close position and the early punish. Can he still perhaps simultaneously creep this with Militia only? There's a grunt parked here to find out exactly that. And of course, at the moment, it's not happening yet. Archmage walking in towards the Orc base, but he's way too late to cancel a burrow, and he really doesn't have the damage to kill any peons, so he's not going to be accomplishing too much here. Blade Master has gotten the first circlet and is now going to defend back at home. Usually a move like this would mean Romantic's peasants are out creeping somewhere, and that's where they're going, but the grunt sees it.
Indeed. Will the Blade Master commit to it again? He does have a Scroll of Speed. Archmage can't get that much stuff done. He can get level 2 here at the green spot, but what can... Oh, he's abandoning the camp again! And the Blade Master sees it, has a staff teleportation. Can't tell he onto that grunt.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. You can use that run for constant scouting because the peasants can either go for the lab, which is remaining, or of course for the gnolls. Gonna get that last hit there on the tiny little poacher. AM did though at least get level 2, but this is not the way that TM is supposed to go.
Exactly. It's kind of flipped around. And June Park, with all his experience, might be overcoming Romantic. But of course, it's way too early to say that. Grunt is still causing some trouble here. Cancelled the farm. Tier 2 tech halfway through. Lin on the other side went for a 2 burrow tech. Is still a lot faster. Good burrow positioning here. Kind of easy to get rid of them once they are casts, of course. And water elementals that are stronger. And as you told before, quill beasts. But they're also good defense if you can hold them intact.
Nice find here by Romantic, seeing where the Blade Master wanted to creep. And now Kelly staffing. Uh-oh!
So close. But this is too hurt. Militia, first one, getting killed. Oh, denied by the creeps.
Gonna lose another one. This is gonna make 4 dead peasants in the early game. The experience, though, denied again. Archmage continues creeping on the other side of the map, but he is not level 3 yet, and tier 2 is almost there.
Footmen were creeping here at the poachers. Grunts interrupted, but this is very nice from Romantic to steal this guaranteed creep camp from Lin, who is still level 1.5 with his Blade Master. That's super weak. And the Shadow Hunter is coming out, of course. Bestiary Lodge, no War Mill yet. So looks like he's not that afraid of a tower push this time. There's also no Lumber Mill. Tier 2 is a little delayed for Romantic. This is going to be a very interesting game.
Militia moving out again for simultaneous creeping. That will finally be the Archmage's level 3. So he's really splitting across the map very well, and he is going to get his level 3, but it's so much later than it was supposed to be. Grunts once again find the peasants. Telestaff, though, is not ready. He's trying to get the last hit, doesn't quite manage to. And these peasants, one more will be falling. 5 peasants dead in the early game. Might be even 6 with a block coming out.
And the militia duration is over. This is just a peasant, and this is way easier to block. Boom. Archmage is level 3. Beastmaster is out. This is scary for Lin, but his tier 2 buildings are almost up. Shadow Hunter is out. He will scout this. Romantic taking a drive-by to the shop. Getting a circlet and dust for him. Blade Master is far away, but does have the tally staff. But what can the Shadow Hunter do? He's walking past the human army. Now sees it. Buildings are up. And snare upgrade coming. But now for burrows. Can he keep them intact?
How much mana does the Archmage have? He's going to have another Water Elemental here. So there's going to be 2. That is scary, but it's not going to be 3. And that's where the damage is really sick. And he's going to get rid of the first Water Elemental pretty damn quickly. Hex on the AM to delay the next WE. Level 2 for Blade Master as well. But one burrow here seems to be certainly falling. No repair will be good enough to save that one. Going for the next burrow. Lin really doesn't want to lose this one. Otherwise, he's going to be in deep, deep trouble. Furious will have to start getting microed out of this. Going for the AM here, perhaps again. No. Blade Master looking towards the Water Elemental. Can get this burrow. Lin cannot lose this burrow.
It was nice of Lin to start the Walker and the Raider before his burrow falls, but with this second one, he's supply stuck forever. He's getting rid of that Water Elemental way too late. In a decent chunk of experience, but he's going for the surround, counter surround immediately from those grunts. But if he picks up that Raider, that means no end snare for like 2 or 3 minutes. He cannot lose this Raider.
Next Hex on the footy should be a fairly easy kill. How many Hexes does he have left? One more. Could be one more kill on a Footman. But saving these tier 2 units is crucial for Lin, and seems like he'll be able to.
Everything is hurt, man. Lin's army is red and yellow.
Yeah.
He's struggling so hard against this push.
He has heal salves though, he has a speed scroll, and with all the lumber that the human has used before, or indirectly used by creeping with Militia, by the way, losing 1 grunt, his second Sanctum was very, very late, so the casters aren't going to be here quite as fast. But still he supplies them.
Kills the Water Elemental, of course. The Beastmaster and the Archmage are hunting for the burrows. And he cancels it again. 1 Blade Master against it all. He has to hope for some crits as the rest of the army is healing up. It takes some time. But this is really good for Romantic.
Right, 2 no burrows coming up way in the back of the Orc base. So it's gonna be another couple of seconds before he can produce again. How big is the human army? Is it scary already? Not quite yet. And he finds some pickoffs here with the first valuable end snare and the Hex. Alright, Lin finding some good pickoffs here.
Nice play by both. Early game was good by Lin. Romantic was way behind in this game. Nice blocks, nice play, nice scouting, nice moves with the tally staff. But then this Beastmaster Archmage push, that was hard. No shop though. This will take some time of Romantic, but he can just use the scroll of regeneration, then walk over. That should be no problem. He has the scroll, and I guess clarity as well. Even a heal potion with this. And he has 3 sorcerers now. This is quite strong, and Lin needs time for experience. He's going for the Blade Master. It's not level 3, but he gets the claw.
Almost level 3 though, and wouldn't be surprised to see level 2 crit outcoming here momentarily. How many peasants do we have coming in militia form? None at all. Oh, there we go, 2 at least being called. A little late to the party, however.
Speaking of late, will this watchtower come through or not? He does have a Kodo soon. This watchtower would help so much. The range is insane.
And there's no way he has enough lumber for defense, I don't think. Didn't have it yet. Here come the towers. Ivory only had 1 in the inventory, however. Disenchant against the water elemental, but now he's almost out of mana, using the last bit of mana for the Spirit Link. Kodo Beast comes out, a lot of additional damage. Blade Master, already low HP, has a Scroll of Healing. He also has the Heal Wave on the SH, but no mana actually. Scroll of Speed to run away from this. Tower is up, helping with the defense. Next Walker coming out, 42 supply for Lin. Heal Self running on the Blade Master, he's now level 3. Going for the summons. And taking them out one by one. This tower, man, is so helpful right now.
Exactly. The Kodo as well, plus 10% damage on everything, and he can snag everything that comes in. A lot more workers falling. Arcane Tower only. There's no Lumber Mill, I guess. Heal Scroll has been used. There's one more Heal Wave. The Beastmaster is quite low. Takes out the tower, though. And I think the Shadow Hunter has it under control. Hits the Blade Master, but not as the first target, so not that much healing. One more. 2 more Footmen falling. Does Lin have this under control? Slow on the damage dealer, but this Beastmaster is exposed. Can he swap the potion? I think he has to soon.
Blade Master also dropping a little bit low, but he has to heal potion himself more and more. Water Elementals. Blade Master going for the Beastie, and there is an instead that should be the kill. Potion transferred at the very last moment, survives with the usage. Now Blade Master has to use his own potion, and this Orc army is very small, only 38 supply against the 46 that Romantic has.
Oh boy, it's hard. He put out a good fight. He's healing more and more units there. He needs Spirit Link, 3 walkers, good magic damage as well. He's trying to cancel the healing, which works to a degree. This Raider especially, he has to use more and more, but the Voodoo Lounge, it's still up. He didn't focus it. The tower still not up as well, and it takes some time to get rid of it. And this watchtower, man, MVP.
Taking out those burrows though earlier also was such a big deal. With peons in there, this would be such an much easier defense. But now with the tower going down, that is a lot of defense disappearing. By the way, the SH so close to level 3. This one Quill Beast will be good enough, and then much more sustain for the Blade Master.
Okay, how much mana is there? That was the last heal wave for now. No clarity running. Blade Master's diving for something. He wants to go for the Archmage, as it seems. He wants to force him into a town portal. Tower has been cancelled again. Kodo Beast not really well microed. Still standing in the back there. Has eaten already the first breaker. One sorcerer is down. He's taking care of the summons first.
So many walkers, by the way, in this army. Not too many raiders healing them up. The 2 he has left. And now the Kodo Beast far out of position. Speed Scroll perhaps. Again, we've seen so many Speed Scrolls, by the way, by Lin. He has one more heal wave. When's he gonna use it? There we go. Saves the Kodo with that one. Where are the slows from the Sorks? They're all out of mana almost. We don't have level 4 on this Archmage yet. Only 4 sorceresses remaining. And when you can't keep the slow going, this is a hard fight for you as a human.
Still, it's 37 versus 49. Romantic back to no upkeep. He abandons this push. Lin holds on for the second time. Moves the Shadow Hunter away, as he should, because the clarity is insanely important for him. And this level 3 level up, man. Boy, did that save his ass.
Boy, indeed. Human going over. Sorry,
couldn't resist, huh?
Could not. I absolutely could not. Now Romantic's gonna be doing some creeping of his own. Still sitting at 49 supply. When's he gonna go into upkeep? Does he really want to take this super late into like 70 versus 70 fights with lots of creeping before, lots of items to pick up? That really seems to be favoring the Orc more so than himself, with him choosing the early mid-game strat with the Beastmaster. He's gonna get level 3 on the Beastmaster soon, and level 4 for the Archmage. Those are gonna be big level ups. Tome of Experience certainly gonna help with that one. I missed the item for the Orc, but he sold it right away, so it can't have been too good with Lin getting closer to 50 supply. We can see how much he was struggling, but he did hold on.
Invul Potion Heal Scroll. Very nice for him. It's gonna be 4-3, big upgrade, and possibly an insane item from this rat spot. Is this level 2 Brilliance or a level 2 Quill Beast? I don't think he's going for the Hawk, can just be weapon too easy. Is it mercenaries? He's luring them out. Ah, no, he's going for the rock golem while attacking with the raiders, while keeping him busy. That's really nice. The item here is a pendant of mana, so much more summons. He doesn't want to lose the shop, he doesn't want to lose the breakers. Item here was big invul. Nice.
Oh, very good item. He has a scroll of speed as well to get out of this. And here we go.
That is so smart. How he's playing this is so smart. But is it enough? 10 supply advantage for the human. 5 breakers. Big blocker line. Also a tanky Beastmaster now with almost 1k HP. Archmage can still easily stand in the back with his level 4. Just provide mana. We saw that the sorcerers were almost out of mana as you pointed out. This will not happen with Brilliant Zora too.
Yep, and they've had a lot of time to stack up on that mana. Now he gets 1 free raider to start off this fight. This Blade Master will have to carry hard. He has plus 16 damage, which is good, but we've seen crazier.
By the way, Romantic has 2 breakers. Ah, he forgot him in the base, now sending them in. Quillby's there as well. 3 breakers on the way. Maybe he can intercept them, but that would be ballsy. He wants to take him out on this map, not want to bring the fight into his base. First, Priest sniped with a crit.
And for the Priest first here, interestingly, the Beastmaster in the front line once again, but he's pretty damn tanky with the potions and the belt. Kodo Beast has eaten one of the breakers, and already Invul popped on the Blade Master. That's a big one. It's going to last for a very long time. Level 4 for the SH as well, but how much is that really going to do? No Spirit Link on this army. Too many breakers to steal it, but a big open ground here that should be decent for the Orc, but his melee units can't quite reach too easily. Blade Master Invul is over. Can get slowed now again. Ensnares aren't quite on the targets. Going for one now, getting rid of the next Spellbreaker with a big crit. Gets rid of him quick as well. Blade Master retreating to the back lines. He's dropping pretty low. He doesn't have Spirit Link. There's no healing for him.
Heal Wave didn't use it on the Blade Master, and this could be the end. Oh my god, Lin is losing his Blade Master. The heal wave too risky, maybe not in range, maybe he was hoping it would hop onto the Blade Master, but you can't go for the RNGs if the stakes are so high. He's losing another raider, he has to go for the tavern, running away now, getting the bait, but this is a Alta revive, and Romantic, all the cards in his hand, giving it another free grunt.
Can supply lead here for him. And once again, the Orc trying to play Ring Around the Rosie. Is the human going to fall for it, or is he going to go for the Boros? Those are, of course, very vulnerable. He's going to go for them with the summons, if nothing else. May be able to get a grunt as well, but may also look for bigger pickoffs. One of the raiders here is looking mighty juicy next to the tavern now. He has the gold for the revive, but I don't think the lumber.
He cancelled it in the altar, so if he's not going for it now, this is going to be super late. Another grunt at level 4. Oh boy, this is the Blade Master back, but damn, he has to carry this. He needs crit. He is reliant on luck now.
And when he engaged there, by the way, the SH didn't have a clarity or a mana potion.
In general,
a little too risky.
I hated what Lin did there. There was 1 Quillbeast and the Shadow Hunter and 2 grunts, and I think even the Kodo were distracted by that 1 Quillbeast, and they were not in the fight. That gave Romantic a huge opening. Speaking of huge, second big creep spot here for him. Possibly the second big item. And this Beastmaster, he can just spam everything. It's so crazy. 550 mana. Katka's Gem of Health. Okay, he will not die. 1.3k HP.
Gonna give one over to the Archmage. At least he was getting a little jealous here with all the hit points on the Beastmaster. He's level 5.
Plus 8 damage on the Blade Master. Boots of Kel'Thalas and Tomb of Agility plus 2. This is plus 23 damage with the Kodo and almost the 4-time multiplier.
If he gets to 5-5 heroes. 5-5 Orc heroes against human tier 2 can do a lot. Yeah. But he's behind by how much now? 20.
Archmage is level 5, by the way. Water Tauren. Level 5, so much HP on them. Here we see them, 900 HP, 45 average damage. Have fun with that.
Right, Blade is level 5, we saw the first crit for 222.
I think he didn't skill then.
That's also possible.
Or maybe a high roll level 2 or a low roll level 3.
Blade sees the army though. SH can't afford to start this creep camp, and this is a scary, big human army.
65 supply. A Blade Master to save him. Shop is gone this time. In the first engagement, or the second engagement here, the shop was up the entire time. You constantly get stuff. This time, not so much. Does he have anything? An invul potion, that's it.
This Orc army is all over the place. The front line standing in the back, going for the Beastmaster now. But is that the right call? With all of his items, uses the invul, easy survive right there. So many summons, lots of disenchants coming against it as well. The Kodo gets to eat one of the breakers, but we have so many left still. Blade Master has to go back. We don't see the big crits coming out just yet. SH's mana, only 140. That is only one heal wave, and he doesn't even hit the Kodo with the Scroll of Speed. That one's gonna fall. Thunderhawk here as well, doing a little bit more healing, but how can he fight through all of this human stuff? Maybe force a town portal. Going for the Archmage now, but he has an invul. Blade Master dropping low as well. He has an invul, so it's probably gonna be double invul action here in a moment, so both are safe for the time being at the very least. Kodo Beast gonna get taken out here soon, it seems, and then so much damage drop from this Orc army. No longer invulnerability on the Blade Master. He's gonna look for the hero kill again. Not yet. Maybe looking for the Archmage now himself, but the Blade Master can't reach. He's slowed. He's slowed all of the time. He can't do anything. The shop isn't done yet. It's going to lose him almost the very last heal wave, but that's not good enough. Romantic keeps on clicking away, and it is GG. And Romantic
He keeps on winning.
keeps on killing the favorites.
On winning and winning and winning, and there he is, calm as a rock, not too euphoric. We are one map away from having two gigantic upsets in Group D.
God damn.
Nobody on the planet
Life and
expected
Romantic in
this
Group D.
outcome of Group D. Nobody.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. But if neither Lin nor 120 make it, that is goddamn crazy. But if you want to get your mind right now as Lin, you're going to tell yourself, this was the best human map.
Yeah.
That one's out of the pool.
Yeah.
And now is my map choice. And I assume it's going to be AI.
But the mindset of Romantic right now, he said, okay, I was, again, pretty lucky with the first map that is drawn. Or, yeah, luckily drawn for him. And this is Ancient Isles now, second map. And then he can still go on to so many good maps after this one. He has map choice on game 3 if he loses the second map here and making the series. Oops. Romantic must feel amazing right now. This is like, it's Romantic of map 1 today against Life. I don't know. I saw him leaving the building after his loss against Life. This is not the same person that we see here. It's just so much better.
And I'm glad he stepped it up. We were afraid that these two, Life and Romantic, were not going to have a chance, but how wrong we were.
Yeah. Going into this cast, we said, are there two way different tiers of players in this group? Apparently not.
All right.
Maybe the more hungry players prepared better. 120 going into this with 2 GCS championships. Maybe he got a little lazy. Lin just coming back. He had good results though coming back. And he practiced a lot, so.
And he said he wants to be top 2 here, to be satisfied with his run in this tournament. And now
wait, better get top 2 in the group first, man.
He joined the game now. Is this where he starts his comeback, or is this where the big surprise and the big upset of Group D gets finalized? 120 out already. Best unit in the world. Best orc in the world? Is he gonna follow?
Best Night Elf in the world is also out. And if you want to say so, best human in the world, Infi, best unit in the world, 120, and maybe the best orc is out. That would be so crazy, man. Best Night Elf Moon. All the favorites. We could lose 4 favorites in 4 groups out of 5 favorites going into this tournament. Unbelievable.
Upsets after upsets at this GCS. Countdown is starting. Game will be beginning shortly. Could be our last map, guys. Tomorrow, by the way, we're going to have a day off. So will the players. And we're going to continue with the playoffs on Saturday and Sunday to find out who's the best Night Elf versus Orc player.
Or the best Mirror player. Let's see about that. But yeah. We will draw the playoff matches after this game. But yeah, also
After the series.
After the series, yeah, of course. Not only that we see many players drop, but also we had a foggy 2-0 against TH. Like, those results, man. Where are those results coming from?
All right. Production, don't leave us waiting for too long. We're hyped for this game. So. Kind of a reality check for Lin, I think. I mean, he was aware that
He was totally aware. He just
Romantic was
accepted it.
gonna be a tough challenge, but he lost 2-0 against Life as well.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe he was overconfident going into that series with Live. But he shouldn't be. I mean, the results speak in favor of Live, or spoke in favor of Live.
He was pretty anxious to take those fights, if we reflect a little bit here before we get into the game. He has a big smile on his face, though.
Why is the question? Maybe he has a plan. He had a plan on AI against 120. Was it AI with the Zeppelin? Yeah,
Yep.
it was. See, Romantic won the first ever match against Lin in pro tournaments. Will he make it 2-0? We'll answer this in a bit.
All right, then. Players like Yumiko like playing very weird Firelord tower rushes here. Romantic seems to be more of a standard player if we disregard Quad Workshop tanks, that is. Level 3 Archmage early into Beastmaster push seems to be his strength, and that seems to be what Lin is afraid of at the same time. We saw that being very effective despite the close position that Romantic had to play with on TM. He made it work. And honestly, he did that so well, how he was creeping up in so many different spaces at the same time with Footies and Water Elemental in one space, Archmage and Water Elemental in another, and Militia in the third camp, and then lining it up perfectly with level 3. That was pretty damn cool. But it's a lot harder to do here, to be honest.
Archmage, Blade Master, Grunts, Footman. That is set in stone, even on AI. How will he creep this, or how aggressive will he be? I mean, he knows that there's a big push coming. And Romantic's history in lower bracket finals was now 3 times against Orc in a row, 2 times Focus. He won both encounters against Focus. And on some days, he was very lucky and got a Book of the Dead. If he finds that here again, that's horrible for Lin. Speaking of that, double Burrow.
Wow. That, of course, means you're going to have more grunts earlier, but still a fat... Oh, 2 Burrow instead of... what's it called? Voodoo Lounge. That's the change here. So he's not going to be doing creeping early. He can't heal up. He's going to get the circlet and be aggressive right away. Can he steal one of the creeps here from Romantic? That would be a big deal. He's running over with the Windwalk. I think he may be just barely in time or just barely too late. He gets it, I think. Yep. Oh, and that's a very big deal.
That is indeed big. Level 2 for the Archmage, delayed for quite some time. Also the Grunt here supporting this now. So not too many Water Elementals in the beginning to start with, but he saw what Lin is doing. 2 Burrow tech. Yeah, and you mentioned it. No shop, still a fast tech, kind of.
Can he cancel the shop? If he does, it's going to be very annoying. There was 1 scout footy already sent out, so yeah, it's absolutely the target. Really?
Absolutely.
You're gonna let that shop come up? It's like right next to you, man.
Yeah. It's daytime, so we must see it. He wants level 2 first. He thinks he has enough time. But no, he's focusing on the grunt now. This is weird.
Blade Master's gonna catch one of the footies, but that took... Oh no, he doesn't even get it! A little bit of Miss Micro there makes it so the footy gets away. The Blade Master's still very low on experience, at least. Does get that 1 peasant. Archmage hits level 2. And that's, of course, very nice for him. Water Elemental.
So many denies of Romantic today. Not only in this series, but also against 120, keeping the opponent's heroes low. Lin got 1 peasant, might be getting the second one. Sees it now, but a little too late again. Romantic is just quicker.
It seems so. He has 3 grunts, though. This is a pretty tough early game force. Few of them are hurt, however. No heal cells for him yet. And if the first game is any indicator, Lin will want to keep this AM from level 3 as much as possible. So, that means don't go creeping yourself, don't give him space. Be on his heels, be annoying. Don't let him get to level 2 Water Elementals.
Okay. That is absolute key now. He has to keep tabs on his Archmage, but his Blade Master on the same side is only level 1.5 with the tech being there. There is
forces are under attack.
little late with the Burrow as well, so can't get a second hero instantly. Shouldn't happen usually.
Macro mistake.
Nice reveal by Romantic.
Didn't actually hit him.
Oh, true.
Barely missed it. That would be a big last hit. Is that level 3 for the AM? Not quite. Water Elemental. Oh, well moved. Once again denied. This time to the creeps. Romantic. God damn.
Shadowhunter, Beastery, Spirit Lodge. Tech is way later for Romantic, and still no progression to tier 3, to level 3. 600 gold for him though. Boots maybe? Ah, he got boots already.
And even if he gets this Overseer, it's not going to be level 3. Oh, quite a bit of damage here on this AM. And there is a scroll of speed in the inventory for the Blade Master. It's kind of scary, especially with the... surround.
There's no mana.
Doesn't
Gets
quite...
more stuff with the Water Elemental.
SH though is going to be out in a moment. And with Hex, this AM needs to be careful. Does he have a shop coming up in the base? He doesn't. He's feeling damn confident here, it seems. Down to only 100 HP.
Trying to surround again. There is mana though for Windwalk this time. So he can escape. Mountain King second. It's not the Beastmaster play that we expected and that Lin fears so much.
Yeah, with no level 3 AM, it's just a lot weaker going for that push. Footy's getting distracted here by the Blade Master, who's still only on 98 experience thanks to great denies by Romantic. Is he gonna get the last hit with a Water Elemental here as well? That would be sick! He got it! He got it! SH denied the experience. Blade Master now getting found by the Mountain King. Stormbolt to greet him, but there is enough mana, more than enough for the Windwalk. Oh, Archmage, is he in trouble? Scroll of Speed to chase him. Windwalk almost dodging. SH is far away though.
Okay. That was so big. This Overseer snipe was gigantic for Romantic. Shadowhunter almost out of XP. Archmage super close to 3 now with this spot. Easy level 3 for him. And Lin is 1-1 on his heroes. That's ridiculous at this point. Gets a Berserker, which is a nice addition.
The last is this game by Romantic. Like, he's sick. For his MK here. And the AM, he's so ballsy. If an SH shows up with a speed scroll, he may just die here to the Hex, but he's like, nah, you're gonna hang back.
Fluid of Accuracy, also not what he wants. A lot of stuff is hurt for Lin. This is not going his way again, and there's not too much time until Romantic will hit him with quite a big push. Now the shop is coming. He's not power building or anything. Just normal build with 1 peasant. And yeah, double Arcane Sanctum producing a lot of Sorceress. That's a lot of control in that army with Stormbolt and Slow.
Alright, so is this gonna be typical AI play? One guy creeps at the top, one guy creeps at the bottom. Would be favoring the human here, with more camps still being left in the south. SH just hit level 2. Healthstone, always nice against the Mountain King. Blade Master in the middle of the map getting found out. Is there a Sorceress here to slow him down as well? Too far away. There's one more Stormbolt though, but he's not gonna go for the chase.
Level 3 for the Shadowhunter. Highly prioritizing this level on his second hero. So, Zeppelin. Again on AI.
He used to do this cool Kodo Zeppelin stuff with the speed scroll.
Especially if there's no Beastmaster with Quill Beast, you can attack the Zeppelin. It's an okay choice, but what is it? Wonderful Wind. Also an amazing item. To delay the timing of a heal wave. It has to be dispelled. It can be dispelled, obviously. But it's annoying. It's so annoying.
This Blade Master dude has a really bad inventory and bad levels. Can't rely on him this game.
That's true. His peons coming. Call to the fight. Kodo Beast as well. 50 food. He's bringing the fight to Romantic's base, who's still creeping. Wants a level 3 Mountain King.
If he gets 2 level ups here, that would be so good for him. I think it's quite enough.
What? 2 brutes? We want to see the item, and then we switch into Romantic's base. It's Scourge Bone Chimes, absolutely useless for him. Shop is down, no breakers. And no regen, no potions.
Voodoo Lounge coming up in the back. I like that. Only 50 supply though for the Orc. Not going into upkeep yet. Very defensive TP behind his farms. And he's gonna camp here for a little bit. No need to overextend. Some footies moving out, begging for an ensnare almost. Speaking of which, there's only a single raider in this army.
Yeah. Orc Walker was overextending hard in a situation where a ranged army was behind a lot of buildings and he had a huge... It's a tower. It's a freaking tower push, ladies and gentlemen.
The barracks gonna get taken out, but he can't dive into the base. Don't think he would want to do that anyways. The farm will have to be killed by the human. He wants to get out and destroy these towers before they're up, but it's kind of a funnel that he would have to go through.
Lyn is, Romantic is not supply stuck with the loss of that farm, but that buys Lyn a lot of time with the tower. It was almost an MVP for him, almost saved him on Twisted. Does he have so much confidence in his towers, man?
He's abandoning them, it seems. Moving back, moving in again, maybe baiting the move out from the human. Here comes the first Stormbolt. First grunt seems to be an easy kill, and he needs a few kills here for the double level up on the human side. Oh, and now we can see the Goblin Zeppelin coming in nice with the micro with a saving. The Coda Beast hasn't eaten yet. Next grunt cannot be loaded up thanks to the stun. This will be surviving for a little bit longer. And here we go, big level up for the MK.
But the tower is up as well. Second tower is not cancelled. Second level up for the Archmage, and this is so amazing. Invul Potion on the Mountain King. Wind of the Wind being used. There's no dispel against this. He's high up in the air. Lyn is losing the second tower, man. This looks horrible for him. He does have quite a bit of supply advantage, but the Kodo Beast is gone as well. Every single key unit is gone. Tower, Kodo, what's left?
Call to arms now even being used. Every single peasant is going to help in this fight. And is this Lyn out of this tournament already? He's down to only 49 supply against 47. But for the human, every single bit of supply is fighting. He's trying to get rid of the Berserker and seem to be able to do so with a Late Master on level 3 now at the very least. But he does not have that big damage that he needs to have to win this game for the Orc. It seems like the human is holding. This could be him in the next round. But Lyn keeps on fighting. The clarity is running.
The Romantic is dwindling here a bit. Stormbolt on the Blade Master. There's still the health potion level 4 on him as well. And he snipes more and more units. There's a lot of mana on the Mountain King, though. Has to use the Health Stone. There we go. He wants this Mountain King, but oh my god. Immediately cancelled with that Stormbolt. He wants to have it so bad. There's no Dispel anymore to get rid of it. Also no reveal at all. Heal Wave rattling through. That was the last one. He has to go back to the shop. Next Priest falls. Next Sork falls. The numbers lie. Don't lie. And this is bad for Romantic. Nice invis, but he's at snared. Critical strike. Mountain King down. Lyn is coming back into this game.
And the Archmage to the left is totally left by himself. Can he retreat to the back of the base? I think he can, but without a second hero, what can you really do? More and more disenchants. We have 4 walkers in this army. So much Dispel and Spirit Link as well if he wants to use it, because by now all the breakers are dead with this one falling as well. The Raiders hit like kittens, but it's good enough. Blade Master also kind of a kitten master in this game, seemed to be strong enough to win this game for him. Or is it not over yet? Only 33 supply left though for Romantic. His casters are not gonna win him this. GG. And Lyn brings it back. I was getting worried there for a moment.
That fight started so bad.
Yeah.
He lost everything that he shouldn't lose. I think he knows it, but he turned it around very quick. That's basically the other way around than normal, where the Orc dominate the early game and then the other race comes back. No, this time it was Lyn with the stability, and then Romantic's numbers were dwindling so quickly.
And maybe he was feeling a little too confident there. He got rid of the towers pretty quick. And then he could have retreated back to behind his wall, basically. There were not enough raiders to keep everything pinned down.
Also, again, like in the match against 1-2-0 that he lost, so much mana on the Mountain King in the middle of the fight. I mean, I can understand if you want to save it for later, for a super important moment for the later stages of that fight. But I don't know, if the fight is turning in your opponent's favor and you have still 220 mana on your Mountain King, that's not really supposed to happen.
Close game, though. There was
Do you think the towers were just distraction? Like the humans used them? Most of the time?
I think they were mostly something to lure him out of his base. Because Lin really wanted to look for a fight. I don't know why he really, really, really wanted to look for a fight. Maybe he thought, right, the MK is not level 3 yet. I have to take a fight now. And in the beginning of the fight, he wasn't level 3, but he hit it pretty damn quickly.
Definitely a surprise. And once again, we go full distance, man. Romantic once again, one map away from the giant upset, and Lin is fighting back though. But now it's the human's map choice. What does he pick?
So we have
Amazonia. He seems to like it.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense with Romantic's playstyle. One of the easier maps to get level 3 on. And he got that very late in the last game compared to Twisted.
Yeah.
And if you want to go for the Beastmaster push, you really need level 3. Let's see if you can accomplish this.
Yeah. Everybody said that the Beastmaster push is the threatening thing to Lin. This time it was an MK. And he showed how good he is against this. What? Wanted to switch the slot with me. I have no idea. Whatever. I don't know what they did here. We are ready. Chinese casters are in as well, as it seems. Last game of today for sure.
Yep. After which, by the way, we're going to have the group drawings. Yep. If you want to see that, don't just tune out yet.
Who's your favorite now on AZ?
Romantic, honestly. With how well he did that on TM, still being able to get level 3, it should be easier here. And Lin seems to be at the disadvantage just mentally.
Mm-hmm. I think Romantic is pulling out so many cool moves in the last 2 series. And his micro seems to be great. I mean, he doesn't get the surrounds, but that's the only thing that doesn't really work for him. If he gets a few of those surrounds before, when the Blade Master was without mana, game is over, I think. Yep. Or at least he gets so much more time that he can get his level 3 Archmage faster, and the thing evolves from here.
Alright.
It's a marathon for Romantic, though. 6th game in a row. The break between the games wasn't too big. Lin could rest, while Romantic was playing the lower bracket semi-final against 1-2-0.
True.
But maybe Romantic doesn't care. He's still young.
Sometimes you're just in the groove. Yeah. You have the momentum,
yeah.
Which he doesn't really have after the last map, I guess. But yeah, one of those young people, Neo. Do you remember how that used to be? I'm not talking just about you. I'm talking about myself also. We're both kind of old.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't. I drank a lot in that time.
All forgotten.
It's not like I did sports when I was younger and I felt a lot healthier and better. I was always in that state that I am now. I'm like a mummy.
You were doing a lot of headbanging. That's kind of
still do that.
Kind of a workout.
I still rock at concerts.
Do you sometimes have your neck hurting or something from all the headbanging?
The day after a concert, everything hurts.
Oh yeah, right. You told me that before. By the way, Neo's dedication last time at GCS, he was clicking so much with a mouse that he was actually injuring his hand. How's your hand doing this time, Neo?
Well, I'm taking pills against it, so it's okay.
Everything's possible with.
And the days are will be shorter. We don't have that 9-hour mass game day that we had last time.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the Chinese production. Maybe Romantic requested a break, or someone needs to use the restroom or anything. We don't know. Romantic is not ready, so maybe that is him asking for a break. We're gonna be back on Saturday again, 10 a.m. CET. I hope you will all set your alarms, and there's no excuse anymore to not watch the games. Not too many people have to work on a Saturday, and we want to break the Back to Warcraft viewer record, which stands at 3,406. That was the last GCS final on a Tuesday. So I think we can break this time, hopefully. if Foggy blesses us with the final presence.
It would be so awesome.
Be incredible.
Foggy in the final. Foggy versus Loliot. And then Red Hair Neo.
Yeah, I got a bet. Actually, I just have to lose. The only thing
you can't win, basically.
I can't win. If Loliot wins the tournament, I have to color my hair red.
The viewers win.
The viewers win, yeah, but
You could do an IRL stream of that.
that takes
No.
forever, though.
Then the
we
people
have to be
finally get.
entertaining and talk stuff.
Then the people finally get to meet your hairdresser, who you've had
Oh, she's hot.
warm words about.
Yeah, she's very hot.
What's her name? Just first. You don't know the name?
Julie. Julie is nice. Is Romantic ready? No, he's not. Maybe I just do it in Thailand. Some henna colors or something. I don't know if it
Do
works.
they have
out
that there?
here. Huh? I don't know.
Isn't that more like of an Arabic thing? No, that's an Indian thing.
I don't know. We'll
What-
see.
what am I
We'll
saying?
see. A lot of crazy stuff will happen in Thailand, so we never know.
You gonna play some ping pong in Thailand?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Neo's going on a vacation after GCS for a week or so, and then it's gonna be all me and back to Warcraft for like 10 days. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah.
Coincides perfectly with the beginning of Christmas market. No, we're not gonna repeat that. We're gonna be very serious and stern.
Speaking of repetition, we have said quite some times that the drawings of the playoff matches will be right after the next match. And so there's no order. It's not like A1 faces B2 or anything like that. It's just luck and random. Did you ask, by the way, if players of the same group can be in a quarterfinal?
You said you would ask that.
Yeah, kind of. I'm busy in the breaks. You know that.
What are you doing?
Catch some fresh air. Also,
Important.
the quarterfinals, this time it's single elimination, not double elimination, but therefore it's not best of 3, it's best of 5. So could shuffle some cards and some matchups there.
So, how many people do we have? So we have 3 Night Elves in first place. So that's pretty, I don't know, is that good? That means we're not going to have any Night Elf mirrors in the first round.
Yeah.
And that means we're going to have a lot of Night Elf versus Orc perhaps in the first round. Awesome, that's cool.
Still, this only focus, we could get 2 Night Elf orcs in the quarters, with Fly being 1. Oh, well, we could get 3 with, Czech was in his group. So, yeah, 2. Lynn left the room. Oh man, the tension is rising here, Remo.
Did they host the wrong map? Oh.
Okay. Something's wrong with Romantic's stomach. They go into a little break.
Did I infect him, perhaps? Alright. It's gonna be a few more minutes, guys. Romantic's feeling a little sick, apparently. Is it the stress?
For you guys on YouTube, we will cut this, so you miss what happens here. So YouTube, we're back. Took like 10 to 15 minutes, I guess. Romantic had some stomach issues. They are fixed now, and we will end this day pretty soon on AZ. Last game between Lynn and Romantic. Last game of the group stage. Last decision to be made.
Is it another favorite dropping out with Lynn along with Moon, Infi, and 120? Is this the group of incredible upsets, or can the Orc pull through in the end? He has been looking very shaky in both games.
Yep.
Had a good start on TM, couldn't transition it into the late game. On AI, it seemed like he shouldn't have won that fight, but he still did in the end.
Maybe that was when the stomach issues really started to affect his concentration.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
that's just speculation at this point, so can't really say too much about it.
Life and romantic, making it out of Group D, man. That is crazy sauce.
It is. This is the last game, and here are the players. Romantic, one map away from causing one of the biggest upsets in recent Warcraft 3 group stage history, at least. And Lynn, does he feel the pressure? 2 orcs already there. It's not like he lets the horde down, but he lets a lot of fans down. And it was funny. We talked to the Koreans, Lolite and Focus. We said, 3 Koreans in the playoff this time. On Friday, it might be 5, because everybody expected Moon and Lin to make it. They said, yeah, 5 now. No problem. It was a problem. Or it is still a problem. We're loading in. It's AZ. And off we go.
Lin has mentioned with almost trembling fear, it seemed, how scary this level 3 Archmage Beastmaster push is that hits his base. Focus also said that on Twisted Meadows it's so hard to deal with. He found an answer, actually, in his game 2 days ago, or whenever it was. Here, once again on AZ, level 3 Archmage is not like for free, as it is on Twisted Meadows oftentimes, but it's a lot easier than on many other maps. So this map choice should not surprise us. Or Lin. Can his Grunt and Blade Master control in the early game be good enough to deny the Archmage's level 3? If not, it seems like he's gonna have a very rough start already.
Archmage, Blade Master, the usual stuff. Also no shop just yet. He went for 2 burrow techs so far in this series. I wonder if we see the third one. It would be very unusual, I think. Not like completely bananas, but it would surprise me, to say the least.
Time is now for the burrow, and he's not making it. And he's not making a shop either, so this is super duper extremely fast tech with getting a circlet at the shop. And then gonna be going over towards the Archmage, I guess, or towards the Berserkers, which can easily creep by dragging out some of them with the Grunt and not taking too much damage. And there we go, bam! Tier 2 tech, so damn fast. Footy is gonna scout for this. And maybe look for a bit of harassment. AM is gonna get a very fast level 2 Blade Master Circlet picked up. And now gonna go for the Berserker. Yep.
Loss for Romantic. It's always great to have 25% damage boost, you know it. Blade Master, will he get a great item for himself?
Yeah.
Use the trick so he will not lose too much HP here. Gauntlets, meh. But I think in that situation where he doesn't have heal self, that's okay.
And now, can he be in time to steal some of the creeps? They're only level 1 creeps, but every little bit helps. Bam, gets that one. Water Elemental would be the perfect addition to it. Trying to bait the deny and invest another Windwalk for it, which he would definitely be able to get it with. But that's quite a bit of mana invested early on.
To me, it looked like he fucked up the stutter stepping a bit. And before he was talking about how he's not satisfied with his micros, so maybe another indicator. Romantic now teching. Lin is half a tech ahead, has the launch up, has the burrow, the third one, in production.
Jesus Christ, his tech is fast. Holy goodness.
It's crazy.
Did like Romantic forget to make some peasants? How many did he call for the militia? Didn't quite see exactly, I'm sorry. People. AM keeps on creeping. This is what you can do fairly easily on AZ. Spread yourself out across the map like you did on Twisted. Footy's over at the Trolls. Gonna not get the last hit. Man, that was just at the very last second. Blade Master could almost get surrounded here. Is gonna have mana for another Windwalk, though, very shortly. Militia are not yet moving out for the creep. This would be the usual timing.
The
We
Murloc,
see that
you mean?
here in a moment. Yeah, for the Murlocs.
Yeah.
And the Archmage gonna go over to the next Berserker camp here. It seems he has quite a bit of mana to work with still. As the Blade Master might find this Footy, that would be his level 2. That's a nice level up.
Romantic loves this merchant creep. I was waiting for it actually to happen. And the 2 grunts are there. Lin knows about Archmage. Is he
AM
trapped?
surrounded. He was trapped! But maybe with only 2 grunts here, that's not good enough. He killed the Water Elemental. That was a level 2 because he didn't... I thought that was a GG for a moment.
Me too.
But it's not Chechi in the game, so... not quite.
More and more pauses. It's Lin who caused the pause, or asking for a break. So much tension here. What a drama!
Yeah.
What a drama.
Making his weight today.
Yeah, you were pointing it out. This is by far the longest day that we've had here in Shanghai. With 5 hours, almost 6 hours now.
Yep. Which is honestly still pretty okay if we think back to 14-hour WCA days.
Mouse problem. Okay. It's ready. Romantic's ready. And so it continues. Wind of Illusion. Can be put to good use. I think for humans it's not that great.
And the AM grabs up the next 2 creep. That's his level 3. That's a big last hit. And he gets it. Boom, level 3. And we all know what that means. Scary, scary times ahead for the Orc. But he might be also ready for that push because his tier tag once again is so much faster. He has 2 grunts at the moment. Is he gonna make more? Not at the moment. Has the resources now to make more. Oh. For the tier 2 buildings. Might be getting cancelled. AM is right outside the base.
Blade Master is far away. He uses the speed scroll now. But what is Romantic doing? He's waiting a bit.
He's waiting for the second
water for the second water elemental. This time the burrows are hidden behind the stronghold. That is better. But they are not the target this time. The target is the bestiary.
Definitely gonna get cancelled. Next water elemental, boom, summoned into the back. Already we have a warmer coming up, by the way. First water elemental falls to the critical strike, but this bestiary has to wait.
The Lodge gets up though. And he sees the Warmill. That was big information.
And he can't really go for the Beastmaster push too easily now because he only has 1 water elemental available. Yeah. He still goes for him, but may not run into the base necessarily.
That was quite a big attack mana-wise. 250 mana invested. Also 2 charge of the Wind of Illusion gone, so he can't really distract with this anymore. He gets Gloves of Haste, also not the nuts, but the Shadow Hunter gets some experience free. Double Archmage is distracting here. I want to bait a Hex, I guess, but Lin is not falling for it. But he coming in. Yeah, this time it's the burrows.
Alright, we have 1 water elemental at the moment, gonna go for it first and gonna take it out quickly as well, but the repair is too late. Lin a little slow on the trigger, they're gonna lose the burrow and now supply stack. Level 3 for his Blade Master though. He's low on mana, may mean that he's gonna go into critical strike. The bestiary in the back, again getting attacked, again water elemental summoned into the back. Oh no, you can't lose this again, Lin! But he will. He absolutely will.
That is so strong how Romantic plays this and how he uses his summons, man. It's kind of reminiscent of Sky. Level 2 on the Shadow Hunter though. Here is Hex. Can he force the town portal and buy himself some time? Doesn't look like it. No speed scroll, no second Hex, but the Beastmaster is quite exposed. He has no TP, no potion, no nothing. But he just walks away.
He's gonna get the next burrow in the back as well. He's gonna keep him sacrificed. Like, Jesus Christ. Actually, it's only him and a Quillbeast. Quillbeast, by the way, positioned so nicely in that little nook where the melee units can't reach. He's gonna lose his Beastmaster for this, but well worth it.
Yeah, level 1. He tried to deny it, I guess. Level 1 only. It's gonna be back in a few seconds, but that buys Lin some time for the Dispel upgrade. But as you can see, still supply stack super low on lumber. Only builds the burrow back now. I think it's time for towers, right? But with being low on lumber, that's also not the best thing. There is no bestiary. There's actually almost no army. He's going for the Archmage though. The Blade Master is not here yet. I think he's storming in. Oh, Town Portal forced. So at least he got that 350 gold item away from the Archmage. But look at this. Shop is up and Caster's waiting.
Oh boy. AM is going to be back in fighting shape in just a moment. Militia already coming down. Alright, are we running over like immediately? Ivories, perhaps?
A player's forces are under attack.
Not yet.
Yeah, 3.
There we go.
Is there a lumber mill? No, just arcane as support and distraction towers. Level 2.5 Shadow Hunter. Level 3 and a bit Blade Master. I think he has crit. I mean, the items are not that great, but he has to fight with only walkers, man. He doesn't even have a Kodo Beast. He's trying for Headhunters now. Lin is facing elimination. This is not good at all for him. He needs a miracle, actually.
Can he buy some time here? Can he Buy enough time for his tier 2 units to finally come out. Well, time is pretty short here with Scout Towers already finishing up, being upgraded into Arcanes only. Which is not too scary, I guess. If the SH can get a level 3 quickly here, he's gonna have a lot of sustain for his Blade Master in the front line. Which doesn't have the craziest inventory, but is level 3 at least.
Could have prepared with catapults, but maybe also the resources for that are lacking. And of course he was supply stuck, so that burrow kill was essential for Romantic's current shape. There is a potion on him, nothing on the Shadowhunt.
Look how he's splitting his summons. Almost never able to dispel 2 at the same time. Walkers are being focused, have to be micro to the back. So much human stuff. Once again, I've been saying this so much in this series, but now he's using the speed scroll to re-engage towards the towers, and that might be the kill for them. But everything is dropping low for the Orc at the same time. No heal scroll, no heal wave level 2 for him. Got rid of the first tower, but the first Arcane will finish here. Kills one more Grunt. And we only have 37 supply for the human against 47 already for Romantic. Mass Repair towards that one Arcane Tower. He's going to get rid of one more Grunt. And most of the forces here. He has a few Headhunters though. Those are going to be very good against the towers, but what about the real army that is still left?
Well, they're good against casters if they can reach. Only one cast remaining. The Kodo is out as well. He's fully committing to those Headhunters. He has absolutely no other chance than to go for Grunts or Headhunters there. Next tower is coming up. He had to force a lot of damage onto those towers to keep them down, and that bought some time for the barracks, but the barracks is about to fall. He's not repairing them at all, and look at this concave of mass casters. 47 supply versus 32. Blade Master and Shadowhunter again. This is a hero game for Lin.
AM, very far forward. Is he thinking about the focus fire? But with the Troll Headhunters, so many that he has, not really the best option. He's going to get rid of the tower here. But only that, nothing more. Disenchant coming in, but he's going to start losing his Headhunters, man. The first one is down already. He's going to lose the Walker as well. Everything seems to be falling apart for the big favorite on paper in this matchup, down to 33 supply. Blade Master slow. Blade Master can't get healed. Alright, here we go. Last heal with that was a level 3 for the SH. Can he turn this around? Heal potion as well. He's getting closer to level 4.
Desperate times for the Orc. Will the second human advance right after TH? Usually TH and Infi are in the playoffs together. This time it might be Romantic, causing 2 upsets in a row. The Kodo Beast helps with the aura, of course. Helps the Blade Master to get some damage. The Raider, he needs a Hail Mary hero kill of at least... Oh, there's no town portal. So yeah, hero kill would be gigantic, but I think that's his only chance. Casters are moving forward, more and more damage. End Snare is no more. More Quill Beast, more Water Elementals. The Brilliance Aura is doing God's work for Romantic here.
And he can't really retreat too easily either. The Burrows along with the Lodge are blocking the way towards further into the back. The shop is still standing strong as well. The barracks, however, will be gone. We have one tower soon to be completed, only an Arcane. Can he huddle himself safely in the back of the base, build up a decent army again? He needs time, man. 34 supply is not good enough to look for a real fight. With Romantic still at 52.
He's hoping for crit. It's only crit level 1, so this level 4 would be a massive damage boost with that 3-time multiplier. He's trying to go for the Beastmaster. There's nothing on him. Actually, there's also no Adept on the Sorceresses, so the heroes are quite exposed for Romantic. But there is no damage to really threaten them. End Snare now.
He gets a Kodo Devour finally, but he's left with 3 units, man. And the Blade Master is still only level 3. So many casters, he can't kill them off anymore. Mana Potion once again on the SH for more. And there we go, level 4. Can this change something?
Windwalk first to save some stuff here. He has no clarity. Should buy them before the shop is gone, because the casters are repositioning. More and more breakers are coming in, who are of course great. He's trying to go for the hero focus here. Raider is blocking. He's going for the Beastmaster. Looks good here. No escape for him, and this time this hurts severely.
Alright, that's a good way into this game. But maybe he needs the Archmage as well. Healing after healing. Has he just battled this way wide open with his hero kill? Going for the casters. Next, gonna lose one more of his Raiders. However, that's level 4 for the Archmage. He's out of position, getting ensnared, getting focused, but he's also getting healed at the same time, and only one ensnare was available. There's another one flying in from the next Raider, but he is safely in the backline once again. He's gonna lose his last Walker to the Water Element. This is just numbers overwhelming at this point, it seems, for Romantic. Gonna get another Raider, gonna get the last Raider with the last volley, and only the Kodo Beast left for the Orc, along with the heroes, of course. SH in the back doesn't have mana for the healing. The Blade Master in trouble. It's the GG! And Lin is out of Group D, along with 1-2-0.
The Korean Giants can go home. Moon gone, and you see it. Romantic so happy Life and Romantic, the young guns, the underdogs, both causing upsets in Shanghai. But man, what a downfall for the Korean heroes. Then man, this is the last we'll see from him at GCS. This is tremendous. What a win for Romantic.
I hope you guys didn't bet any money on this tournament, because if you did, you most likely were wrong.
Yeah.
Moon out, Infi out,
1-2-0.
1-2-0, and Lin. I almost wanted to say TH there. The favorites all dying in the groups.
Unbelievable.
And Romantic and Life in Group D, man. That is just ridiculous.
I would love to know the average age now going into the tournament and now what we have in the playoffs. I think a lot of old schoolers dropped out there. Or not old schoolers, but you know, players who aren't that young anymore. Almost every single, except 1-2-0, the young players really delivered here.
Yeah.
On this stage.
I mean, we also have some veterans.
Fly and check. Group A.
Check
It's,
the grandpa.
yeah.
No, just the pa. All right, so
That means we have our 8 playoff players.
Yeah.
Playoff contestants.
4 Night Elves, 2 Orcs, and 2 Humans.
Yeah. Fly, check, Lolite, Focus, Foggy TH, Life, and Romantic. It's so crazy. It's so crazy what happens at these LAN events, how much different it is from the actual, from online competition. Everything can happen here. GCS group stages have always been crazy, but usually we had like one upset. Foggy eliminating Lin, you know, stuff like that. But here, almost in every group, something crazy happens. Except in Group A, that was like a slow start into the tournament, get used to, you know, the streams and stuff. And then just batshit crazy stuff happened in the group stages. And I cannot wait what these players bring to the table in the playoffs, when the stakes are even higher, when there's so much prize pool on the line now, and when the World Championship is on the line.
Yeah. On Saturday is when we continue with the playoffs. Tomorrow is going to be a day off. And who plays against each other on Saturday is what we're going to find out in a minute or two.
I think it's going to be a little longer as they play commercials here.
Yeah, a little longer.
So we sent you into one final commercial break for the group stages. If you're interested, who will face who it's going to be Foggy's opponent, then stay tuned here to Back to Warcraft. Small little break, and maybe we can get a word from Lin, but I don't think so. We don't want to harass him, of course. See you in a bit, and then we draw the quarterfinals.